Hello everyone, let us start solving the exercise questions on chapter number 1. The first question is the inverse ratio of 11 is to 15. Guys, you know the inverse ratio of A is to B is what? B is to C. Inverse ratio of A is to B is B is to A. Therefore, inverse ratio of 11 is to 15 is 15 is to 11. Option A is the right answer. Moving on to the next question, the ratio of the two quantities is 3 is to 4 and they have said the antecedent is 15. So you see in the ratio A is to B, the first term is antecedent. That means 3 is nothing but the antecedent. So this antecedent is equivalent to how much? 15. So 3 is equivalent to 15. That means 3 5s are 15. The multiplying factor is 5. Same way, I have to multiply 4 also with 5. 4 5s are 20. Therefore, the consequent of this ratio is equal to 20. Option D is the right answer. Moving on to the next question. The ratio of the quantities is 5 is to 7. If the consequent, if the consequent of its inverse ratio is 5. First of all, what is the inverse ratio of this? 7 is to 5. They have only said the consequent is 5. So 5 is equivalent to 5. Obviously 7 will be equivalent to 7 only. They're asking us to find antecedent of the inverse ratio, which is nothing but option C, 7. Have you understood? See, you have to find the inverse ratio of 5 is to 7, which is 7 is to 5. They have only said the consequent of the inverse ratio is 5. That means 5 is equivalent to 5. So obviously the antecedent will be 7. Moving on to the next question, the ratio compounded of 2 is to 3, 9 is to 4, 5 is to 6 and 8 is to 10. Guys, I told you the best way of finding the compound ratio is what? Multiply all the second terms of the ratios. That means 3 into 4 into 6 into 8, 3 into 4 into 6 into 8. Then take the reciprocal of it, divide equal. First of all, multiply what? The second terms of each ratio, that is 3 into 4 into 6 into 10. Then take the reciprocal of it, divide equal, then multiply with all the first term. That means into 2 into 9 into 5 into 8, and the result will be 0.9999. that means it is equal to 1. So which option is correct? It is option A. The first option is the right answer. Guys, what did I say? Whenever you are asked to find the compound ratio of two or more ratio, first find out the product of all the second terms. I repeat, second terms are 3, 4, 6, 10. 3 into 4 into 6 into 10. Take the reciprocal, divide equal, into multiply with all the first term, into 2 into 9 into 5 into 8, and the result is 0.9999. that means nothing but 1. 1 means 1 is to 1. Option A is the right answer. Moving on to the next question, the duplicate ratio of 3 is to 4. Guys, what is duplicate ratio of A is to B? Duplicate ratio of A is to B is A square is to B square. Therefore, duplicate ratio of 3 is to 4 is 3 square is to 4 square. That is 9 is to 16. Option C is the right answer. Subduplicate ratio of 25 is to 36. Guys, what is subduplicate ratio of A is to B? Root A is to root B. Therefore, square root of 25 is 5. Square root of 36 is 6. So 5 is to 6. That means option D is the right answer. Have you all understood? Moving on to the next question. Question number 7. The triplicate ratio of 2 is to 3. Guys, what is triplicate ratio of A is to B? It is A cube is to B cube. Therefore, 2 cube is 8, 3 cube is 27. So 8 is to 27. Option A is the right answer. Guys, moving on to the next question. Question number 8. The subtriplicate ratio of 8 is to 27. Guys, what is subtriplicate ratio? It is cube root of A is to cube root of B. We have to take cube root of 8, which is nothing but 2. Cube root of 27, which is nothing but what? 3. So 2 is to 3 is the right answer. That is option C. Moving on to the next question, the ratio compounded of 4 is to 9 and duplicate ratio of 3 is to 4 is. First of all, first ratio is 4 is to 9 and duplicate ratio of 3 is to 4 is nothing but 9 is to 16. Yes or no? So we have to take the compound ratio of this. What did I say? Multiply the second terms. 9 into 16. Take the reciprocal, divide equal, and then multiply with the first terms. Into 4 into 9, and the result is 0.2499. that means 0.25. Which option gives you 0.25? First option, 1 is to 4. 1 is to 4 is nothing but 1 by 4, which is 0.25. Have you understood? Guys, the first ratio is 4:9. I have kept it as it is. But the second ratio is duplicate of 3:4, which is 9:16. Now we have to take the compound ratio of these two. How do you do? Multiply the second term, that is 9 into 16. Take the reciprocal, divide equal, and multiply with the first term into 4 into 9. And the result is 0.2499, which is 0.25. Moving on to the next question, question number 10. The ratio compounded of 4:9. Guys, the first ratio is 4:9. There's no change in it. A duplicate of 3:4 means 9:16. And triplicate of 2:3 is 8:27. And the last ratio is 9:7 as it is. Yes, what did I say? You have to multiply the second term. That is 9 into 16 into 27 into 7. Right? Now take the reciprocal. Divide, equal. Then multiply with the first term. Into 4, into 9, into 8, into 9. And the result is 0.0952. Which option gives you 0.0952? 2 divided by 7. If I do, it is not the right answer. Option B cannot be the right answer because it is more than 1. 2 by 21 we shall do, which is 0.052, which is option C is the right answer. Have you all understood? Moving on to the next question, question number 11. The ratio compounded of 4:5, 9:7. So 4:5, 9:7, no changes. Triplicate ratio of 3:4 is 27:64, and triplicate ratio of 2:3, which is 8:27. Have you understood? 8:27. So we have to take the compound of 4:5, 4:5, 9:7, 27:64, 8:27. What did I say? Multiply all the second terms. 5 into 7 into 5 into 7 into 64, sorry, 64 into 27. Take the reciprocal, divide equal, into, multiply with the first term, into 4, into 9, into 27, into 8, and the result is 0.128. So which option gives you 0.12857? It is 4 divided by 512. Definitely not the first option. 3 by 32, not the first option. 1 divided by 12, not the first option, third option also. So it is option D. Let me just check with the options. 11th one, it's 11th question. Yeah. What's the answer for the 11th question? It is option D, none of this, right? It's option D, none of this. I just want to confirm. Yeah, guys. So let's now move on to the next question. That is question number 12. Guys, they have given a ratio A is to B 3 is to 4. They're asking us to find again the ratio. Whenever a ratio is given, ratio itself is asked, you can plug in the value of A as 3, B as 4 only, right? So 2 3s are 6, 3 4s are 12, right? And then 3 3s are 9 plus 4 4s are 16. So what is the result of this? It is 18:25. Option D is the right answer. Have you understood? Right? Moving on to the next question. Two numbers are in the ratio 2:3. Two numbers are in the ratio 2:3. Guys, you can solve such questions by option hitting. What is 2:3? 0.6666. 0.6666. If 4 is subtracted from each, then the ratio becomes 3:5. That means 3 divided by 5, which is 0.6. So write the decimal values like this for the simplification, right? So make sure you express the ratio. Whenever a question is given like this, make sure you express the ratio in terms of decimal values. Now, first of all, if I hit the first option, 16:24, 16 divided by 24, if I do, I get the first condition satisfied, right? But what is the second condition? If 4 is subtracted from each numbers, it becomes what? 12 and 20. So 12 by 20 is how much? 12 by 20 is 0.6, which is nothing but 0.6 itself. So first option itself is the right answer. See, first of all, the first condition, what is it? ratio of the numbers 16 and 24. So 16 divided by 24 you do, it is 0.66. The first condition is satisfied. Second condition, if 4 is subtracted from both the numbers, 16 minus 4 is 12, 24 minus 4 is 20. So 12 by 20, if you take the ratio, what is it? 12 by 20, the ratio is 0.6. Given ratio is also 0.6. So option A itself is the right answer. Guys, the angles of a triangle are in the ratio 2:7:11, right? So the angles are, so where are the options, guys? Options, you can do it by option hitting. Guys, definitely it is 2:7. If I take the ratio of 20, 70 and 90, it is 2:7:9. It is not the 2:7:11. How about this? It cannot be 2:7:11. How about this? 9 2s are, 9 7s are, 9 11s are. So option C is the right answer. There's one more way you can check. Sum of the angles in a triangle is what? 180 degree. If you add 18 plus 63 plus 99, what do you get? 180. Or even that condition is also satisfied, and the ratio 2:7:11 is also satisfied. So option C is the right answer. Guys, moving on to the next question, question number 15. Division of 324 between x and y in the ratio 11:7 is what? Guys, total you have 324, isn't it? Total you have 324. 11 and 7, if you sum it up, how many parts? 18 parts. Guys, this 18 parts is equivalent to 324. So one part is how much? 324 divided by 18, which is 18 itself. So one part is 18. What is that they're asking? X and y would get how much? That means 11 into 18. 11 into 18 is 198, and 7 into 18. 7 into 18 is 126. So 198 and 126. None of this is the right answer. So option D is the correct answer. Have you all understood? Guys, moving on to the next question, question number 16. Anand earns 80 rupees in 7 hours and Pramod earns 90 rupees in 12 hours. Guys, can you compare them? No. Why? Because it is for 7 hours. Anand earns for 7 hours and Pramod earns for 12 hours. You can't compare 80 rupees and 90 rupees because their per hour earning is different. So what you guys have to do is compute the per hour earning of Anand. What is per hour earning of Anand? 80 divided by 7. 80 divided by 7. How much it is? 11.4285. And how about per hour earning of Pramod? It is 90 divided by 12. What is it? 7.5. Now take the ratio. 11.4285 divided by 7.5. That fetches you 1.5238. So which option gives you 1.5238? Check. 32 divided by 21. That itself is the right answer, 1.5238. So option A. Have you understood? So we have to compute per hour earning, then only we can compare, because here Anand earns 80 rupees for 7 hours, Pramod earns 90 rupees in 12 hours. So obviously you can't compare as it is. So you have to convert them into per hour earning. You understood? Moving on to the next question, question number 17. What it says, the ratio of two numbers is 7:10 and their difference is 105. Guys, you can do this question by option hitting. First of all, 7:10 is 7 by 10, which is 0.7. Which option gives you 0.7 by dividing? 200 divided by 305. Definitely no. First condition itself is not satisfied. Next, 185 divided by 290. How much? No. Even this option B doesn't satisfy. 245 divided by 350, that gives you 0.7. So first condition is satisfied, and also the difference between their difference between them is 350 minus 245 is nothing but 105 only. So option C satisfy both the condition. Therefore option C is the right answer. Guys, moving on to the next question. P, Q and R are the three cities. The ratio of average temperature between P and Q is 11:12. P is to Q. P by Q is how much? 11 by 12, and that of P and R, P divided by R is 9 by 8. Guys, we have how many equations? We have two equations. Now we need to find the ratio of the temperature, ratio between the average temperatures of Q and R. Guys, if you want Q and R from these two equations, we have to cancel P. So how will P get cancelled? By dividing the two equations or multiplying the two equations. P in both the equations are in the numerator, so we must divide them. So P by Q divided by P by R is equal to 11 by 12 divided by 9 by 8. So what you guys basically do is solve this 9 by 8 first. 9 divided by 8. Take the reciprocal of it. How do you take the reciprocal? Divide equal. and then multiply with, press into 11 divided by 12. How much it is? 0.8148. 0.8148. So PP cancel, PP cancel, and what do you get? R by P. Guys, R by P is 0.8148. What you want is sorry, R by Q, I'm sorry. What you want is Q and R ratio. That means Q by R you want. What you do? Take the reciprocal of this value. Divide equal. You get 1.22. 1.2272. So this is what is Q by R. Because R by Q is 0.8148. Q by R, if you want, you have to take the reciprocal of it. Definitely first option is less than 1. Second option we shall check, 27 by 22. That fetches you 1.2272. That means option B itself is the right answer. Have you all understood? Right? Moving on to the next question, that is they have given x is to y, ratio is given. What is it they're asking? Ratio itself is asked. Therefore, what you have to plug in for x and y? In place of x, you have to plug in 3. In place of y, you have to plug in 4. Now tell me guys, x square into y. X is 3, 3 square is 9, into y is 4, m plus. And then xy square, x is 3 into y square is 16, m plus mrc, you get 84 as the first term. X cube plus y cube, 3 cube is 27 plus 4 cube is 64, you get 91. So 84 by 91. So 84 divided by 91, if you do, you get 0.9230. Whichever option gives you that value, that's the right answer. It's not option A because it gives you more than one. 12 by 13, if I do, it is 0.923. That means option B is the right answer. Guys, moving on to the next question. This is one of the questions solved in the class. Yes? Guys, how to solve such questions? P is to Q is subduplicate ratio of this. So what do you mean by subduplicate ratio? Root of this is to root of this. First of all, you are asked to find the value of x square. So, but you have x square under the root. Yes or no? Because subduplicate means you have to take the root of these two. So x square is under the root. So how do you eliminate the root? By squaring. Guys, p is to q is nothing but p by q. If you square, it becomes p square by q square. And on the right hand side, if you square, root gets eliminated. So p minus x square divided by q minus x square. Have you all understood why I squared on both the side? Because there is a root, because subduplicate will have a root. Guys, if you want to solve such questions, always plug in the values for p and q. Avoid the value of p, either p or q, as 1. So don't plug in the value of p or q as 1. Okay, so plug in other than 1, because if you plug in one of the value as 1, what happens is that the two of the options may give you the same answer. So that the tie up should not happen. The tie should not happen between the options. Therefore, we plug in the values for p and q as other than 1. So we will plug in p value as 2 and q value as 3. So what will happen? See guys, you have to cross multiply this. We'll do the cross multiplication straight away. You know, p value is 2, 2 square is 4, q value is 3, 4 3s are 12. Straight away I am cross multiplying. P value is 2, 2 square is 4, 4 into x square is 4x square. And cross multiply these things. Q value is 3, 3 square is 9, 9 into 2 is 18, minus q square is 9, 9 into x square. Now combine x square terms together. If I take this 9x square here, it becomes positive. 9x square minus 4x square is 5x square, and 18 minus 12 is 6. So x square is 6 by 5. So whichever option gives you 6 by 5, that's the right answer. You see, denominator gives you 5 because 2 plus 3 is 5, but the numerator is 2. It's 2 by 5. It's not the right answer. Option B gives you 3 by 5. It's not the right answer. Option C, you see, 2 into 3, because p value is 2, q value is 3. 2 3s are 6. 2 plus 3, 5, 6 by 5. That means option C is the right answer. Guys, this is the best way of solving the question. Have you all understood? Moving on to the next question. What have they said? 3s is to 3t. 2s is to 3t is the duplicate ratio of this. Guys, duplicate ratio of this means 2s by 3t is equal to square of this divided by square of this. So 2s minus p divided by 3t minus p, the whole squares. Have you understood? Everybody, guys, what we will do, we will keep P as it is, but we will try to plug in the values for S and T. Why we keep P as it is? Because if you see of all the options, P is on one side. So we will keep P as it is. We will not substitute for P. Rather than P, other than P, we will plug in the values for S and T, right? S and T, we shall plug in the value. So what shall we plug in for S and T? We'll plug in S value as 1 and T value as 2. Right? So what will happen to this? 2 by 6. Yes or no? 2 by 6 means 1 by 3. Have you understood? The S value is 1. We are plugging in, and T value is what? 2. 3 2s are 6. So 2 by 6, nothing but 1 by 3. And now, since S value is 1, so 2 minus P it is. 2 minus P the whole square divided by 3 2s are 6. 6 minus P the whole square. Guys, we'll just simplify this and just cross multiply it. 6 minus P the whole square, guys, A minus B whole square formula is what? A square plus B square minus 2AB. That means 6 square is 36 plus P square minus 2 into 6 into P is minus 12P. Guys, I have just cross multiplied the 6P, the 6 minus P the whole square to the left hand side. And on the other side, that is 3 into what we have? 2 square is 4 plus P square minus 2 into P is 4P, because 2AB it is. Now, we just have to remove the brackets on the right hand side, because 3 gets multiplied with 4 plus P square minus 4P. Guys, what do you get? 36 plus P square minus 12P equal to 3 into 4 is 12 plus 3 into P square minus 3 into 4P is 12P. Both the sides 12P, 12P will get cancelled. Now I'll take this P square here. It becomes 3P square minus P square is 2P square, and this 36 minus 12 becomes 24. Guys, ultimately what we get? P square is 12. Correct? Because 2 and 2 ones are 2 12s are. So P square is equal to 12. So whichever option gives you 12, that's the right answer. Guys, if I plug in S value and T value as 1 and 2, which option? First option itself will give you how much? P square is equal to 12. Have you understood? Should I explain once again? All right. So let us see this question all over again. Guys, what is the question? Basically, they are saying that 2s by 3t is a duplicate ratio of this. That means 2s minus p the whole square divided by 3t minus p the whole square. Guys, you know it is the whole square. Avoid writing that step. Okay, you know you have to take the whole square for both the terms. So just apply the formula a minus b whole square straight away in the mind. So 2s the whole square is 4s square and plus p square minus 2 into s into p is 4sp. Clear? Divided by 3t the whole square is 9t square plus p square minus 2 into 3t into p is 6tp. Guys, what did I say? What did I say? Plug in the values for S and T. So S value is 1 and T value is 2. So on doing that, I get this result as 1 by 3. LHS becomes 1 by 3 and the RHS becomes what? 4 into S square is 4 itself, because S value is 1. So it's 4 plus P square minus 4SP. That means 4P itself divided by denominator. T is 2, T square is 4. 4 9s are 36. Plus P square minus 6 2s are 12, so it's 12P. Now do the cross multiplication and do the proceedings. 36 plus P square minus 12P, and 3 gets cross multiplied with the RHS, so 3 4s are 12, 3 into P square minus 12P. 12P will get cancelled, and P square is taken to the right hand side, becomes 3P square minus P square is 2P square, and 12 comes on the left hand side, becomes minus 12. 36 minus 12 is 24. 24 is equal to 2P square, so P square is equal to 12. So which option gives you 12? P square equal to 12? It's clearly the first option. Option A is the right answer. Have you all understood? Right. Let's move on to the next question, guys. Question number 22. Guys, it's a laddu question because the ratio itself is asked. Guys, plug in the value of P as 2 and Q value as 3. Guys, it's 5 into 2 and X value is what? 4. Plus 3 into Q is 3 and Y value is 5. Alright. Is to, this is the first term, is to 10 into 2 into X value is 4 plus 4 into 3 into y value is 5. Guys, just use the memory of your calculator and solve this. 5 into 2 into 4 m plus 3 into 3 into 5 m plus mrc. So 85 is the first term, and the second term is 10 into 2 into 4 m plus 4 into 3 into 5 m plus mrc. That becomes 140. Guys, 85 divided by 140, that gives you 0.6071. Whichever option gives you 0.6071, that's the right answer. So which option, guys? I think it is option C, 17:28. Just check, 17 by 28, that gives you 0.6071. So option C is the right answer. Have you all understood? Guys, moving on to the next question, that is question number 23. What is it? The number which, when subtracted from each of the terms of the ratio 19:31, reducing it to 1:4 is. Guys, if I subtract 15 from 19, I get 4. If I subtract 15 from 31, I get 16. So isn't the ratio 1:4? Yes, that means option A itself is the right answer. See, they're asking what is that number to be subtracted from this 19:31. From the, I mean, obviously the terms, you can take it as 19 and 31 only, or it could be even 19 into 2 and 31 into 2. So first option itself will satisfy the condition, so you need not take the multiplier for both the numbers as 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Always try with the multiplier 1 always. So first number is 19, second number is 31. So if you subtract 15 from 19, you get 4. If you subtract 15 from 31, you get 16. So 4:16 is nothing but what? 1:4. Option A itself is the right answer. Guys, moving on to the next question, 24th. Daily earnings of two persons are in the ratio 4:5. Guys, they're saying if their daily expenses are in the ratio 7:9, daily expenses are in the ratio 7:9, if each saves 50 rupees per day, right? If each saves 50 rupees per day, their daily earnings is first of all, if the earnings itself is 40 and 50, can both of them save 50 rupees? No, it's not possible. 50 and 40, no, it's not possible. 400 and 500, if the earnings are 400 and 500, is the ratio of the earning 4:5? Of course 4:5. When you divide 400 by 100 and 500 by 100, you get 4:5. So first condition is satisfied. And if both of them saves 50 rupees, what is the expenditure? Income minus saving is the expenditure. So expenditure becomes 350 and 500 minus 50 is 450. Guys, what is 350 by 450? 350 by 450, that gives you 0.777. This is expenditure ratio. Guys, how did we get expenditure? Income minus saving gives you expenditure ratio. So 350 by 450 fetches you 0.777. So 7 by 9 if you do, that also fetches you 0.777. That means option C is the right answer. Guys, moving on to the last question, that is question number 25. What it says? It says the ratio between the speeds of the two trains is 7:8. 7:8. If the second train runs 400 kilometers in 5 hours, so what's the speed of this train? 400 divided by time. The distance by time gives you the speed. So 80 kilometers per hour. 80 kmph is the speed of the second train. 80 kilometers per hour is the speed of the second train. That means this 8 parts is equivalent to 80. So what's the multiplying factor? 10. So obviously 7 also must be multiplied with 10. That gives you 70. So speed of the first train is 70 kilometers per hour. So option C is the right answer. Guys, with this we are done with exercise 1A. That is questions based on ratios. Let us now move on to exercise 1B as well. Yes, 1B is based on the proportion. So let us see the first question. The fourth proportional to 4:6:8. Guys, where do you come across fourth proportion? It's a normal proportion. A into D is equal to B into C. Fourth proportion means D. So B into C divided by A is what is fourth proportion. So given values are A, B, C. Just use these values. First of all, do B into C. That means 6 into 8 divided by A is 4 and the result is 12. So option A is the right answer. Guys, the third proportional, where do you come across third proportional? It's a continued proportion. Guys, for a continued proportion, you know b square is equal to ac, so c is equal to b square by a. Guys, third proportion means c, mean proportional means b, right? They're asking us to find the value of c. That means the given values are a and b. Guys, first of all, b square, 18 into equal for squaring b divided by a is 12, that fetches you 27. That means option B is the right answer. Guys, moving on to the next question, question number 3, the mean proportional. What do you mean by mean proportional? B value. That means the given two values are A and C. Guys, B square is equal to AC means B is equal to root of A into C. Agree? So now do A into C, that is 25 into 81, press equal, then press the root. It is 45. So mean proportional is 45. Option C is the right answer. Guys, moving on to the next question, question number 4, the number which has the same ratio to 26 that 6 has to 6 has to 13. That means 6 to 13, that means 6 by 13 and number to 26. So x by the let the number be x. Guys, they're asking the number which has the same ratio to 26. That means x by 26 is equal to what? 6 by 13. This is what they are asking. What is that they are asking? X value. Let the number be what? X. Let the number be x. Now 13 ones are 13 twos are, cross multiplied 2 6 are 12, so x is equal to 12. Option D, none of this. Have you understood? It is none of it. It should be what? 12. 6 twos are 12. Have you understood? It is option D. Guys, moving on to the next question. Moving on to the next question. The fourth proportional to 2a, a square and c. Guys, what is fourth proportional? It is D. What is D? Just now I wrote it is b into c divided by a. How come? Because AD is equal to BC, isn't it? AD is equal to BC. So D is equal to BC by A. Guys, what are A, B, C values? This is A, this is B, and this is C, isn't it? So just do the computation. B into C. Guys, B is A square and C is C itself. Divided by A value is 2A. One of the A will get cancelled. So it is nothing but AC divided by 2. It is AC divided by 2. Option A is the right answer. Have you all understood? Everybody say yes or no. Guys, moving on to the next question. Moving on to the next question. Question number 6. If four numbers 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 5, 1 by x are in proportion. Guys, when A, B, C, D are in proportion, then their reciprocals are also in proportion. They are saying these numbers are in proportion. Definitely their reciprocals 2, 3, 5 and x are also in proportion. So obviously, if you apply the concept of proportion, product of the extremes 2 into x is equal to product of the mean term, that is 15. So x is equal to 15 by 2, which is 7.5. That means option C, 15 by 2, right? Option C is the right answer. Guys, moving on to the next question, question number 7, that is the mean proportional between 12x square and 27y square. Guys, mean proportional means B is what they are asking, and the two given values are A and C, sorry. So what is mean proportional? B is root of A into C. Guys, 12 into 27 gives you 324 and the root of it gives you 18. Correct? And square root of x square and square root of y square is nothing but x into y, because both x square and y square will be within the root. If I take them out of the root, x square becomes x, y square becomes y. That means 18xy is what is the answer. Option A. Have you understood? Right, guys, they have given that whenever they give you two or more than terms equated, you can always take this A by 1, B by 2 is equal to C by 5 equal to what? K. So what is A? A is equal to 1K. What is B? B is equal to 2K. What is C? C equal to 5K. Have you understood? That means 1K, because A is to B is to C they have asked. B value is 2K and C value is 5K. So K cancel. So it's 1:2:5. Option C is the right answer. Have you all understood? When two or more than two terms are equated this way, you can always solve the question this way. Have you understood? Let's moving on to the next question. Once again, the same kind. So what is A? A value is 3k, B value is 4k, C value is 7k. So there is no k. You have to equate that to k. You have to let that equal to k. Right? Now you are asked to find A plus B plus C divided by C. So A plus B plus C divided by C. Guys, A value 3k, B value 4k, C value 7k. 3k plus 4k plus 7k is how much? 14k. And C value again 7k it is. So k cancel, 14 by 7 is 2. Option C is the right answer. Guys, moving on to the next question. As they've said what? P by Q is equal to R by S is equal to 2.5 divided by 1.5. They are asking us to find the value of P into S. P into S is to Q into R. Yes, first of all, what is P? P is the first term, 2.5. They're asking P into S divided by Q into R. P is nothing but 2.5, so type 2.5. What is S value? S is the denominator, that means 1.5. So 2.5 into 1.5. 2.5 into 1.5. That fetches you 3.75. Again, Q into R. What is Q, guys? Q is the second denominator, so obviously 1.5 into R. What is R? R is the numerator, that means 2.5, which again gives you 3.75. So 3.75 by 3.75 is 1. That means 1 is to 1. Option B is the right answer. Is it clear, everybody? Moving on to the next question. Guys, what have they asked? They've given a ratio, x is to y is equal to z is to w is equal to 2.5 is to 1.5. Two ratios are equated and they have given this. And they're asking us to find x plus z. Let me write this in the form of a fraction. So 2.5 divided by 1.5. See guys, what they're asking, x plus z divided by y plus w. Guys, x plus z means corresponding terms are added. So what you mean by corresponding terms are added means obviously it's an addendo property. Even if you add the corresponding terms of the ratio, that is x by z divided by y plus w, as per the addendo property, it remains the same, 2.5 divided by 1.5. Whatever the ratio equal to, the two ratios are equated to, the same thing it will be equal to, if you apply the addendo property. What do you mean by addendo property? The antecedents will get added and the consequents will get added. So that means, what is the answer for this? It is 2.5 divided by 1.5. That fetches you 1.6666. Which option gives you 1.6666? It is option C. Check. 5 divided by 3 fetches you 1.6666. So option C is the right answer. Oh, sorry. Option C over here. Option C. Right? Moving on to the next question. Is question number 12. What is that they've said? They have said this ratio is 3 by 4. They're asking us to find the value of x is to y. Guys, where is x is to y? In the option. Just try to hit the option and see whether you get 3 by 4 or 3 is to 4. Guys, first of all, if I hit the first option, 5 2s are 10 minus 3 9s are 27. Correct? 5 into y is 8, 9, 45 it is, minus 3 into what? 2, which is 6. Guys, it is negative 17 by positive. Guys, it cannot be what? Positive number. So option A, it's not the right answer. Option A cannot be the right answer. Option B, if I hit 5 7s are 35 minus 3 2s are 6 divided by 5 into y. 5 into 2 is 10 minus 3 into 7 21. You see, numerator becomes positive, denominator becomes negative, but the ratio here is positive. So 3 by 4. It cannot satisfy this. Now 7 is to 9 if I hit, what will happen? 5 into 7 is 35 minus 3 into y. 3 9s are 27 divided by 5 into y. 5 9s are 45 minus 3 into x. 3 7s are 21. Check. 35 minus 27 gives you 8 and 45 minus 21 gives you 24. So 8 1s are 8 3s are, you get 1 by 3. But what are they given? 3 by 4. So that's not the right answer. That means none of this is the right answer. Have you understood? Just solve by option hitting. No option satisfies, so none of this is the answer. Guys, moving on to the next question. It's a question on a continued ratio. Guys, how did I say to solve a continued ratio? Write the two ratios this way: A is to B and B is to C. A is to B is 3 is to 2 and B is to C is 3 is to 5. They're asking us to find A is to B is to C, right? Guys, if you want A term, multiply the left vertical like this, 3 3s are 9. If you want a B term, multiply the B terms like this, 3 2s are 6. If you want a C term, multiply the right vertical, that means 2 5s are 10. So 9 is to 6 is to 10, that means option A is the right answer. Guys, two or more than two terms are equated. You can always solve it by what? Equating it to k. So x will be equal to 2k, y will be equal to 3k, z will be equal to 7k. Rather than expressing in terms of k, you can put x equal to 2, y equal to 3 and z equal to 7, because k and k will get cancelled in both numerator and denominator. It's a waste of time writing in terms of k, right? So 2 2s are 4 minus 5 3s are 15 plus 4 2s are 8 divided by 2 into y, 2 into 3, which is 6, isn't it? So what is the answer for this? Guys, first of all, x value is 2, 2 2s are how much? 4 it is. Y value is 3, 5 3s are 15 and z value is 7. Sorry, my bad. 4 7s are 28. So it is 28 plus 28 divided by 2 into y, 2 3s are 6. Let's do it. 4 minus 15 plus 28, that is 17. Denominator is 6. So 17 by 6, which option is correct? Option D is the right answer. Guys, moving on to the next question. They have given x is to y, y is to z. They're asking us to find x is to y is to, it's a continued ratio concept, right? 2 is to 3 and 4 is to 3. Guys, if you want to find x is to y is to z, first term if you want to find, multiply the left vertical, that is 8. Second term if you want to find, multiply the diagonal like this, 4 3s are 12. If you want the third term, multiply the right vertical, 3 3s are 9. So 8 is to 12 is to 9. That means option D is the right answer. Guys, moving on to the next question. Question number 16. Division of 750 into 3 parts in the ratio 4 is to 5 is to 6. Guys, first of all, is this 750? You just check. Is this 750? You just check. 200 plus 250, 450, 450 plus 300, 750. So sum of these three parts will give you 750. That's perfect. Now check. 4 by 5, ratio of first two terms, 0.8. 200 by 250, you check. 200 divided by 250, you check. It is 0.8. So first ratio is, ratio of these two terms is satisfied. Now check. B is to C. That means ratio of the second and third terms. 5 by 6. 5 divided by 6 is 0.8333. Check the ratio. 250 by 300. How much? 0.8333. So that means it is option A itself is the right answer. You can even check 4 is to 6 also. 4 is to 6 is 4 by 6 is 0.666. 200 by 300 also gives you 0.666. Option A itself is the right answer. As moving on to the next question, the sum of the ages of three persons is 150. So where are the, what is that they're asking? Their present ages. Where are the ages? Option. Guys, if I hit the first option, ages of three persons are in the ratio, they have not given the present age ratio. They have said the sum of the ages is 150. Okay, if I hit the first option itself, what have they said? 10 years ago, guys, 10 years ago 45 becomes 35, 50 becomes 40 and 55 becomes 45, isn't it? Now the ratio of their ages 10 years ago is 7 is to 8 is to 9. Guys, if I take the ratio, 5 7s are 5 8s are 5 9s are, isn't it? That means option A itself is the right answer. First of all, check whether it is the sum of the three ages is 150 or not. 45 plus 50 plus 55, that fetches you 150 only. That means option A itself is the right answer. Guys, moving on to the next question. The numbers are not in proportion. They have said the numbers are not in proportion. The fourth term for which they will be in proportion will be, guys, that means this 42 is only the culprit here to make these numbers in proportion. Now first of all, if I assume this is x, so A into D is equal to B into C. So D is equal to BC by A. Yes or no? Because A into D is equal to B into C. I'll take this as D only to avoid the confusion. Ultimately, what you want? D value. Guys, first of all, do substitute B into C. 16 into 35 divided by A value is 14. That gives you 40. That means the value in place of 42 should be 40. That means option B is the right answer. Guys, the next question, question number 19, x by y is equal to z by w implies x by y is equal to z by w implies y by x is equal to w by z. See what has happened? Both the ratios have got inversed. Yes or no? So if both the ratio get inverse, it is said to be what? Invertendo property. Yes or no? If both the ratios get inverse, it is said to be what process? Invertendo property. You can see clearly x by y is becoming what? Y by x. Z by W is becoming W by Z. So both the ratios have got inversed. So it is invertendo property. That means none of this. Invertendo is not there in the option. Have you understood? Everybody? Right. So if the middle term get interchanged, then it is called as what? Alternando property. Guys, P by Q is equal to R by S equal to P minus R. That means that the first terms have got subtracted and the second terms have got subtracted. So what property is this? Corresponding terms got subtracted means it is a subtrahendo property. That means option A. Have you understood? If the first term gets subtracted and second terms get subtracted, and that is said to be what? Subtrahendo property. Guys, what is this process called as? A by B is equal to C by D, which implies A plus B divided by A minus B, C plus D divided by C minus D. Guys, A plus B is componendo, A minus B is dividendo, C plus D is componendo, C minus D is dividendo. It's a combination of componendo as well as dividendo. So option C is the right answer. Have you understood? It's not just componendo alone or it's not just dividendo alone. It's a combination of componendo and dividendo properties. Have you all understood? Guys, let's move on to the next question. That is question number 22. U by V is equal to W by P. Guys, what have they said? U minus V. That means the terms of the corresponding ratios have got subtracted. Divided by U plus V. That means numerator is dividendo and denominator is what is it? Numerator is dividendo and the denominator is componendo, isn't it? Numerator is dividendo and the denominator is componendo. Here also, numerator is dividendo, denominator is componendo. So it is none of this. Have you understood? U has become U minus V. V has become U plus V. So numerator is dividendo property and denominator is componendo property. So it's again a combination of componendo and dividendo. So none of this is the right answer. Have you understood? 23rd question, 12, 16 and what should be this number? Let me take this as A, B and C and D. So A, B, C, D. So the value that we need to find out is C. As you know, A into D is equal to B into C. So obviously C is A into D divided by B. Just do the computation. A is 12 into D is 20 divided by B value is 16. That fetches you 15. So C value is option C. Is it clear, everybody? Guys, moving on to the next question. You're asked to find what is 4 and the question mark. Let's say this is A and the number in the place of asterisk is B and this is C and this is D. Guys, 13 and a half is 13.5, isn't it? You're asked to find the value of B. Guys, for this, A into D is equal to B into C. Yes or no? The unknown is being what? B. So it is A into D by C. Just compute. A is 4, D is 13.5. 4 into 13.5 divided by C value is 9 and the result is 6. The value of B is 6. Because if you 13 and a half, it's fine for you to write it as 13.5. But if it is other than 13 and a half, so how do you do it? Basically in the calculator, first of all 1 by 2 and then add 13 to it. That is what is 13 and 1 by 2, that is 13.5. Then multiply that with a, because you can do d into a or a into d, it doesn't make any difference. Multiply with a, which is nothing but 4, then divided by c, which is 9, and that fetches you the value 6. Guys, moving on, the mean proportional between, guys, mean proportional means b value. Definitely these two values given are a and c. What is b? Root of a into c. Guys, everybody, 1.4 into 5.6, press equal, then press the root, it is 2.8. So it is option B is the right answer. Everybody clear? As we have solved this kind of questions, whenever two or more than two ratios are equated, you can take it as k. So a is equal to 4k, b is equal to 5k, c is equal to 9k. Rather than expressing in terms of k, you can take a is equal to 4, b is equal to 5, c equal to 9, and you need a plus b plus c, so 4 plus 5 plus 9, and c value is 9. Guys, the numerator is 18, denominator is 9, 18 by 9 is 2, so option B is the right answer. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 27. Two numbers are in the ratio 3:4, right? And first of all, are these numbers in the ratio 3:4? Definitely no. 3:4 is 0.75, is it not? But 14 by 20 is what? It's 0.7. First option doesn't satisfy the first condition. 7 by 19, 17 by 19, sorry, 17 by 19 definitely doesn't give you 0.75. How about this? 18 by 24. It is 0.75. Yes, first condition is satisfied. If 6 is added to each of the numbers, that means 18 plus 6 is 24, and 24 by 6 is 30. Guys, 24 by 30 fetches you how much? 0.8. And 4:5 is how much? That is 4 by 5. That is also 0.8. So option C is the right answer. Have you all understood? Guys, moving on to the next question. If a by 4 is equal to b by 5, then which of these options is correct? Guys, if you look at the first option, a plus 4, componendo, a minus 4, dividendo. Here, guys, here if you have done componendo in the numerator and dividendo in the denominator, it should be componendo on the right hand side of the, numerator of the right hand side, and dividendo, denominator should be dividendo. But here numerator is componendo, here numerator is dividendo. It's not the correct property. You understood? Look at the second one. Numerator is componendo, numerator is again componendo, because b plus 5. Denominator is a minus 4, that is dividendo. Denominator is b minus 5, that is dividendo. So it's option B is the right answer. If you look at option C, numerator is dividendo of the first ratio. Here the numerator is componendo of the second ratio. Therefore, definitely it's not option C, it is option B only. Have you understood? Guys, the ratio is given and ratio itself is asked. Guys, sir, where is the ratio? Guys, don't you think A by B is a ratio? It is, correct now. So what is A value you should take? 4. And B value is 1. So root of 4 and root of 1 by 4. Guys, this is 2. This is 1 by 2. Is it not 5 by 2? Yes. Or 2 plus half is 2.5. So 5 by 2 is also 2.5. Have you understood? Right. Guys, look at the next question. Guys, what they've asked is, what they've given is 3 terms equated. Yes or no? They have given 3 terms equated. Whenever 3 terms equated, you can always equate it to what? K. So what is x then? B plus c minus a into k. And what is y? Y is c plus a minus b into k. And z, it is a plus b minus c into k. Of course, the k you can plug in as equal to 1. So you can plug in x value as b plus c minus a itself, y value as c plus a minus b itself, and z value as a plus b minus c by plugging in k value as 1. So if I do that, what do I get for the first term? B minus c into, what is x value? B plus c minus a. And second term, c minus a into what? C plus a minus b. And the third term, a minus b into z value is a plus b minus c. Just remove the brackets and solve, guys. Just remove the bracket and solve. Yes, don't you think this is b minus c into b plus c? If I multiply these two terms, it is b square minus c square. correct? And a into b minus c you have to do. Minus a into b is minus ab, minus a into minus c is plus ac. Is it clear? Same way, the second term, c minus a into c plus a is c square minus a square. Now just that you have to multiply b with c minus a. C into minus b is minus bc, and minus b into minus a is plus ab. Finally, a minus b into a plus b is a square minus b square, and minus c into a is minus ac, minus c into minus b is plus bc. As you can check here, minus ab will get cancelled with plus ab, minus bc will cancel plus bc, minus ac will cancel plus ac, and also plus a square cancels minus a square, plus c square cancel minus c square, b square cancels minus b square, and the result of this is 0. Option B is the right answer. Is it clear? With this, exercise 1A and 1B are completed, right? We'll see exercise 1C and 1D in the next class. Thanks for watching. Hello everyone, let us start solving the of exercise 1C. All right, look at the first question, 4x power minus 1 by 4. So look here, x power minus 1 by 4 means 4 divided by x power plus 1 by 4. Yes or no? X power plus 1 by 4. Negative power can be made positive by taking its reciprocal. That means what's the right answer? Option C. You understood? Look at the next question. 8 power 1 by 3. I said whenever the base is what? In indices, whenever the base is a composite number, you can always express that in the form of a prime number. In case of a logarithm, the number within the log, if it is a composite number, express that in the form of what? Prime number. So here 8 can be written as what? 2 power 3 and whole power what? 1 by 3. 3 cancel. The value of this is 2. You understood? Moving on to the next question. Again, the same concept is applicable here. 2 into 32 is what power of 2? Type 2 in the calculator, press into, keep pressing equal until you get 32. So counter number is 6, actual power is 5. So 2 power 5, whole power 1 by 5. 5 cancels. So what are we left out with? 2 into 2, which is nothing but 4. Option C is the right answer. Moving on to the next question. 4 divided by, first of all, let's solve this. 32, is it a prime number? No. How do I write? 2 power 5 whole power 1 by 5. 5 cancel. So what are we left out with? 4 divided by 2. What is 4 by 2? It's nothing but 2. Option B is the right answer. Have you understood? Moving on to the next question. Question number 5. What is it? The value of 8 by 27 whole power 1 by 3. First of all, both 8 and 27 are not the prime number. How do I write 8? 2 cube. How do I write 27? 3 cube. Whole power 1 by 3. Can I not write this as 2 by 3 whole power 3 and whole power 1 by 3? So 3 cancel. The answer for this question is 2 by 3. You understood? Same way, look at the next question 2. How do I write 256 in terms of a prime number? 2 power what is 256? Type 2, press into, keep pressing equal until you get 256. Counter number is 9, actual power is 8. So 2 power 8 whole power minus 1 by 8. 8 cancel. So 2 into 2 power minus 1. So isn't it 2 power 0? Because there's no power means 1. So 2 power 0 is what? 1. Option A is the right answer. Moving on to the next question. Guys, look at the next question. Question number 7. 2 power 1 by 2 into 4 power 3 by 4 is equal to what? 2 power 1 by 2 into 4 power 3 by 4 is equal to what? So 2 power 1 by 2 is definitely a prime number, but 4 is not a prime number. I can write it as 2 square whole power 3 by 4. Now, it's 2 power 1 by 2 into 2 power 3 2s are 6, 6 by 4. So everybody 1 by 2 m plus 3 by 4, sorry 6 by 4 m plus, because powers get added, isn't it? 1 by 2 m plus 6 by 4 m plus mrc, it's 2. So 2 power 2, which is nothing but 4. So isn't it an integer, guys? It's a positive integer. So option B is the right answer. Guys, moving on to the next question. Question number 8. So guys, what is it? First of all, 81, is it a prime number? No, definitely not. So I can write 81 is as 3 power something. Type 3, press into, keep on pressing equal. Counter number is 5, actual power is 4. So 3 power 4, x power 4. Can I write this y power minus 8 as y power plus 8 in the numerator? Yes, I can always do that. Now guys, can I not write this as 3 into x into y square whole power 4? Whole power 1 by 4. So 4 will get cancelled. See, ultimately 2 into 4 is 8 only. So y power 8 only it is. So final answer is going to be 3 into xy square. Option is, I think it is none of this. Correct? Option D. Question number 8, it's option D. Let me just check. Yeah, question number 8, option D is perfect, because we get an answer which is not present in any of the options. So none of this is the right answer. Guys, I told you, if the powers are in cyclic order, the value of this is going to be x power 0, and which is nothing but what? 1. So answer for this question is 1. You understood? Everybody? Is it clear? Right. So it is option B. Look at the next question, guys. Anything power 0 is what? 1. So option C is the right answer. Moving on. Question number 11. Guys, all numbers are it's not a prime number actually. Let's see, it's 3's, 5's and 3's, 4's and 5's only. So you have 3 power 6, 4 power 6, 5 power 10 in the numerator. Denominator, 3 power 3 2's are 6, 4 power 6, 5 power 3 2's are how much? 6. Guys, what will happen here? 3 power 6, 3 power 6 cancel. 4 power 6 and 4 power 6 will get cancelled, and we are left out with 5 power 10 by what is it? 5 power 10 by 5 power 6. So, oh sorry, it's 5 power 6 only. Numerator also 5 power 6 only, because 3 2's are 6. Here also 5 power 6. They get cancelled. You get the result as 1, isn't it? Option D is the right answer. It's 1. Guys, moving on to the next question, which is true. What is true? We have to find out. Guys, 2 power 0 is 1, isn't it? And 1 by 2 power 0 is also 1. Can 1 be greater than 1? No, definitely not possible. Now 2 power 0 is 1, and this 1 by 2 power 0 is 1. 1 cannot be less than 1, so it's not option B either. Right? 2 power 0 is 1. 1 by 2 power 0 is also 1. 1 equal to 1. So definitely it is option C. You understood? Guys, these kind of questions we have solved in the regular class. Guys, when 2 or more than 2 expressions are equated, you can always equate it to k, and always take the last term, that is z, and equate it to k. Whatever is the original power of z, reciprocal of that will be the power of k. So original power of z is 1 by r, so k power will be r. Now guys, what we need to do, also we are given with xyz equal to 1. Guys, what is x? If z is equal to k power r, x equal to what? K power p, because k will have a reciprocal of 1 by p, so k power will be p for x. And what is y? Y is k power 1 by q's reciprocal is what? Q. And z already we have k power r, which is equal to 1. So can I not write 1 as k power 0, guys? I can. So LHS, the bases are same and they are multiplied, the powers get added. So p plus q plus r is equal to k power 0. The reason why I wrote 1 as k power 0, because on the LHS we have a k, and on the RHS also we have, if you have a k, we can equate their powers. Yes or no? P plus q plus r equal to what? 0. So option B is the right answer. Have you all understood? Guys, it's very, very simple. We have solved these kind of questions very often during the regular class, right? So whenever 2 or more than 2 expressions are equated, we can always take it as k, and they have given what? X, y, z equal to 1. Guys, what is the substitution for x? X, if you want to write in terms of k, whatever the original power of x, the k's power will be reciprocal. That means k will have a power p. For y, y's power is 1 by q, so k will have a power q. For z, z's power is 1 by r, so z will have a power r is equal to 1. 1 also can be written in the form of a k. How do you write? K power 0. So it's k power p plus q plus r is equal to k power 0. So p plus q plus r equal to what? 0. That means option B is the right answer. Have you all understood? Guys, moving on to the next question. Question number 14. The value of, guys, powers are in cyclic order. The value of the power of, these powers are in cyclic order. If you see, these powers are in cyclic order, the value of that will become 1. And what is remaining? Y power minus a minus b. Yes or no? A minus b, b minus c minus a are in cyclic order, and value of the power becomes 0. So y power 0 is 1. But remaining is y power minus a minus b. That means 1 by y power a plus b. That means option D is the right answer. Guys, moving on to the next question. The true option is which one? Guys, x power 2 by 3 on the left hand side. So what do you mean by this? It is x square power cube root of cube root means whole power 1 by 3. Guys, don't you think 2 into 1 by 3 is 2 by 3? So that means option A itself is correct. Have you understood? See, x square as it is, the cube root becomes whole power 1 by 3. So 2 into 1 by 3 is 2 by 3. On the LHS also you have got 2 by 3. That means option A is the right answer. Guys, 16th one, the simplified value of this we need to find out. Everybody, see 16 will keep it as it is, and 8 power minus 1, can it be taken up and written as so it is in the it can be taken down and written as 8 power plus 1 because it is multiplied. So 8 power minus 1 can be made as 8 power plus 1. And guys, x power minus 3 and x power plus 3 will get cancelled because minus 3 plus 3 is 0, and y square and y power minus 2 also will get cancelled because the power becomes 0. So all we are left out is what? 16 by 8, which is nothing but 2. Option C is the right answer. Have you understood? Let's moving on to the next question. 8 by 27. First of all, you have a power here. Whenever the base is not a prime number, we have to express that in terms of a prime number. 8 can be written as 2 cube and 27 can be written as 3 cube. Can I not write this as 2 by 3 the whole cube, whole power minus 1 by 3? Yes, of course. And 32 by 243. 32 can be written as 2 power. How much is 32? 2 power 5. And 243 cannot be written in the form of a 2. It can be written in the form of a 3. 3 power what is 243? Very good. How? Type 3, press into, keep pressing equal until you get 243. Counter number is 6. Actual power is 5. That means it is 2 by 3 whole power 5. Isn't it? Whole power what? Minus 1 by 5. Yes, what will happen? 3 cancel. So 2 by 3 power minus 1 and 5 cancel. 2 by 3 power minus 1. So isn't it 2 by 3 power minus 2? Yes. Or you can write 3 by 2 the whole square. If you take the reciprocal, negative power becomes the positive one. That means 3 by 2 whole square is 9 by 4. Option A is the right answer. Guys, moving on to the next question. Question number 18. Everybody look at this. First of all, combine x plus y terms together. X plus y whole power 2 by 3 we have in the numerator. Now, this x plus y has got a root. If it is taken up, x plus y whole power, root is actually 1 by 2. If I take it up, that 1 by 2 becomes minus 1 by 2. Have you understood? And then you have x minus y power 3 by 2, and this is x minus y power 3, and root means whole power 1 by 2, isn't it? Root means whole power 1 by 2. This everything has got a whole power 6. Now what you guys have to do is, guys, x minus y whole power 3 by 2, oh sorry, this becomes a negative one, right? Because x minus y whole power 3 by 2, if it is taken up, becomes minus 3 by 2. So what will happen? Simply x minus y whole power 3 by 2, x minus y whole power minus 3 by 2, they get cancelled because power becomes 0. So x power 0 is 1. So what are we left out with? It's 2 by 3. Type 2 by 3 in the calculator. 2 by 3 m plus and 1 by 2 m minus mrc, 0.1666. Power 6 is there, so powers always get multiplied. See, it's basically x plus y whole power 0.16666 whole power what we have 6. Just multiply that with 6, you get what? 0.9999. That means x plus y whole power 1. That means what's the right answer? Option C, x plus y power 1. That is option C. Have you understood? Everybody? So we just combined x plus y terms together and x minus y terms together. Let's moving on to the next question. Question number 19. The simplified value of this. First of all, is 125 a prime number? No. 125 can be written as 5 power how much? 5 cube. Very good. 5 cube whole power 2 by 3. And 25 root is 5. And 5 cube whole power. What is cube root means? 1 by 3. And 5 power 1 by 2. Guys, what is this? 3 cancel. So 5 square into 5 into 5 power 1 into 5 power 1 by 2. So what's the result of this, guys? What's the result of this? So this 3 and 3 will get cancelled over here, and solve this, guys. So 5 square is, first of all, solve 5 power 1 by 2. That means root 5. 5 press the root into 5 into 5 into 25. The result of this is 5, 8, 6, 9. Oh, there's no denominator, right? So 0.67. That means none of this should be the answer for this. Which one? Option D is the answer. You understood? See, it's 125 power 2 by 3. That means 5 cube whole power 2 by 3. And root 25 is nothing but 5. So 5 cube whole power 1 by 3, because cube root means 1 by 3, power 1 by 3. And 5 power 1 by 2, it will remain as it is. That means 5 power 1 by 2 is a decimal value, and all these are whole numbers. You're going to get a decimal value only. So you get 5 square into 5, 3 cancel into 5, so root 5. So definitely none of this is the right answer. Option D. If you want, you can just check 19th one, isn't it? It's 19th one for 1C. So it is none of this. Option D only right answer. Guys, moving on to the next question, that is question number 20. Question number 20. So express every number in terms of the prime number. So first of all, 2 power 1 by 2. 4 can be written as 2 square power what? 3 by 4. Into 8 can be written as 2 cube power what? 5 by 6. And 16 can be written as 2 power 4 power what? 7 by 8. And 32 can be written as 2 power 5 power what? 9 by 10. Whole power 4 first of all, and whole power 3 by 25. First of all, we'll solve this basis 2, right? So 2 power what? 1 by 2 here, and this 6 by 4, and this 3 5s are 15 by 6, correct? Plus 4 7s are 28 by 8, plus 5 9s are 45 by 10, whole power 4 whole power 3 by 25. Guys, first of all, we'll solve these powers. 1 by 2 m plus, 6 by 4 m plus, 15 by 6 m plus, 28 by 8 m plus, and 45 by 10 m plus mrc. So 12.5 it is. So the 12.5 gets multiplied with 4. So into 4 you do. That gets multiplied with 3 by 15. 3 divided by 25. So that you get 6. So 2 power 6 it is. So 2 power 6 is definitely an integer. So option B is the right answer, isn't it? It's an integer. So option B is the right answer. Guys, moving on to the next question, question number 21. It's one of the solved question in the class, right? One of the questions solved in the regular class. How do you solve such questions? You plug in the values for what? X. So best value for x is, you can't make it as 1 because 1 minus 1 becomes 0. So you can't differentiate option A and option B because option A is 1, option B is also 1, because if you plug in x value as 1, that's what happens. You can't plug in x value as 0 because if you plug in x value as 0, 1 by 0 is not defined. Therefore, we plug in x value as what? Let x be equal to 2. Now, you know which bracket is to solve first? Yes or no? Tell me, guys. It is these brackets. So 1 minus 2 square, that means 1 minus 4. And it has got a whole power minus 1. Guys, what do you mean by whole power minus 1? Reciprocal. How do you take the reciprocal? Divide equal. So this we have, this we have dealt with. And now we have to make this negative. So how do you make it negative? Plus or minus. Then we have to add 1, plus 1. We are done within the flower brackets. Flower bracket has got the whole power minus 1. Means what? Reciprocal. Divide equal. And then make this negative. Negative means plus or minus. Then add what? 1 to it. Plus 1. Now whole power minus 1 by 2. First of all, we'll take the whole power minus 1. Means reciprocal. Divide equal. Then whole power 1 by 2 is there. What do you mean by 1 by 2? Root. Press the root. So you get the answer as 2. You get the answer as 2. Which option gives you 2? Clearly option A only, because x value, what is it? 2. So option A is only right. So guys, let me explain once again. See guys, why are we not plugging in x value as 1 or 0? If you plug in x value as 1, option A and option B gives you the same. Even option C is also 1. Yes or no? So we can't differentiate which option is, the options. Therefore, we plug in x equal to what? 2. Let x equal to 2. Guys, you as per the priority, which bracket is to given priority, you know. Which brackets? This inner bracket. So 1 minus x square. First of all, 1 minus, what is x square? 4, because x is 2, 2 square is 4. Now we are done within the brackets. Bracket has got the whole power minus 1. Whole power minus 1 means reciprocal. How to take the reciprocal now? Divide equal. So we are done with this. We are done with this entire thing. Now we have to make it negative. So negative means plus or minus. Then we have to add 1 because 1 is positive, so plus 1. So we are done within the flower bracket. So flower brackets is dealt with. Now whole power minus 1. What do you mean by whole power minus 1? Reciprocal. Divide equal to you get the whole power minus 1. So we are done entirely the flower bracket and the whole power of the flower bracket also. Yes. Now we have to come out of the flower bracket. That has to be negative. So plus or minus you press, and what do you do with 1? Add 1. So plus 1 you do. Then whole power minus, first of all, whole power minus 1 means reciprocal. Divide equal. Then what are we left out with? 1 by 2 is remaining. 1 by 2 means what? Square root. Press the root now. So the result is what? 2. Result is what? 2. Have you understood? So option A is only 2 because x value is 2 only. So option A is the right answer. Guys, the next question, question number 22 is whenever the powers are in terms of n or some number, some arbitrary constant, you can always plug in the value for n. Guys, avoid n is equal to what? 0. The reason why avoid n is equal to 0, if I plug in n is equal to 0, what will happen? 1 by 0 here, right? 1 by 0 becomes what? Infinity. So why avoid n is equal to 0? Plug in n is equal to what? 1. If I plug in n is equal to 1, what do I get? X power 1 power. What is this? 0. Correct? Whole power 1 by 2. Isn't it? Guys, what is what is this result basically? It is x power 1 into 0 into 1 by 2 is basically what? X power 0 only, which is nothing but 1. Guys, which option gives you 1? If I put n value as 1, x power 1 is x, but my answer here is 1. So if I put n value as 1, x square I'll get for the second option. If I put n value as 1, x power 1 minus 1, so x power 0 equal to 1. So therefore option C is the right answer. You understood? Right. 23rd question, guys, if you can see, the powers are in cyclic order: L, M, M, N, N, L. The answer for this question is 1 because the result of the power becomes 0. So something power 0 is 1. So option B is the right answer. Guys, 24th question. x equal to p power 1 by 3 minus p power minus 1 by 3. Guys, for such questions, I think I have given you the shortcut. When x is equal to a power 1 by 3 minus a power minus 1 by 3, please make a note of this. X cube plus 3x is equal to a minus 1 by a, or ax cube plus 3ax is equal to a square minus 1. So this is one thing. Even if they give you x is equal to a power 1 by 3 plus a power minus 1 by 3, a power minus plus, if it is plus in between, then x cube minus 3x is equal to a plus 1 by a. X cube minus 3x is a plus 1 by a, or ax cube minus 3ax is equal to a square plus 1. But look at the question. It is in the form of what? This form. So look at the option, which form it is. Is it the first form or the second form? First form it is. So x cube plus 3x on the LHS in all the options. You see, x cube plus 3x is equal to what? A minus 1 by a. In my question, in place of a, what is there? P. So the answer is going to be p minus 1 by p. That means option B is the right answer. You understood? Right. Guys, moving on to the next question. Moving on to the next question. Guys, here there are powers over here, m, n, m, p, n, m, n, p. Are they in cyclic order by any chance? m, n, m, p, n, m, n, p, right? Are they in cyclic order? If you are not able to get it, so plug in values for m, n, and p all together. The same value you can plug in. So what value you want to plug in? 1? You can plug in 1, you can plug in 0 also. Is what you get as the first term? 1 divided by 1 plus a power 1 minus 1 is a power 0, that is 1. A power 1 minus 1 is 0, so a power 0 is 1. So even the second term will fetch you 1 divided by 1 plus 1 plus 1. 1 divided by 1 plus 1 plus 1. So result is what? 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3, which is 3 by 3, which is nothing but 1. Option C is the right answer. Have you understood? Guys, moving on to the next question. Question number 26. So what sort of a question is this? Cyclic order again. The answer is what? 1. Option A. Guys, the next question, just now I gave you a shortcut. If x is equal to a power 1 by 3 plus a power minus 1 by 3, if you look at it is of not of the form x cube minus 3x, it is of the form ax cube minus 3ax form. So which shortcut I have to use? It is, where is it off? So I think you have written that shortcut. Then ax cube minus 3ax is equal to what? A square plus 1. Guys, you just have to examine what is the value of a. A value is 3. In place of a, what is given? 3 is given. So it is 3x cube minus 3 3s are 9x is equal to 3 square is 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. So they have asked 3x cube minus 9x value. What is that equal to? 10. Option B is the answer. Guys, if you solve this question in a conventional way, it will take a lot of time. So please do remember this shortcut. Right. Moving on to 28th question. It is, guys, these kind of questions are again we have solved in the class. It's very easy. Right. So a power x equal to b, b power y equal to c, c power z equal to a. Always take the last question. C power z equal to a. Don't disturb the one which is having the constant power. Guys, there's no power means what? 1. Right. Substitute back for c. Guys, do you have the substitution for c? Yes. What is c? B power y. C is b power y, but c had a power z, so we have to raise the power to z. See, we just did the substitution for c. You understood? And that is equal to a power 1. Guys, do we have the substitution for this fellow b? Yes. What is b? A power x. So in place of b, I am substituting as a power x. That had a power y, that had a power z, that will remain a power 1. Guys, now tell me, a power x into y into z is a power 1. Bases are same, powers can be equated. So what is x into y into z? X into y into z is equal to 1. Option A is the right answer. You understood? Guys, moving on to the next question. The powers are in cyclic order. The answer for this question is 1. You understood? 30th question. When two or more than two expressions are equated, we can always take it as k, and always take, if whenever the bases are given in terms of number, take the last base, the highest base, and equate that to k, and the power of k should be the exact reciprocal of original power of that number. Minus z's reciprocal is minus 1 by z. Now what we need to do, express this 6 in terms of other two bases, which are 2 and 3, and 2 into 3, right? Now what is 2? 2 is k power. Guys, 2 has a power x, so k will have a power 1 by x. 3 is k power. 3 has a power y, k will have the power 1 by y is equal to k power minus 1 by z. Have you understood? See guys, powers are, bases are same, powers can be equated. So 1 by x plus 1 by y is equal to minus 1 by z. If I take minus 1 by z to the left hand side, what will happen? 1 by x plus 1 by y plus 1 by z. What is remaining on the right hand side? Nothing. So that is equal to 0. Option B is the answer, guys. All I did was k power 1 by x plus 1 by y. Correct? No. So powers get added. 1 by x plus 1 by y. That's how you get 1 by x plus 1 by y. And k power minus 1 by z. So bases are same. You can equate the powers. So 1 by x plus 1 by y, and minus 1 by z comes to the left hand side, becomes plus 1 by z, and that is equal to 0. You understood? Yes guys. With this we are done with the exercise 1C. We'll see exercise 1D later. Right? Thank you. Hello everyone, let us start solving the questions on exercise 1D. The first question is log 6 plus log 5 is expressed as. See, whenever the addition of two log terms is given, we can always convert addition into what? Multiplication. As we know the property, log x plus log y is what? Log x into y. So log 6 plus log 5 is log 6 into 5, which is nothing but log 30. That means option B is the right answer. Moving on to the next question. You see, log a to the base 2 is equal to what they're asking. Everybody look at this. See, the number within the log is not a prime number. How do you write that in terms of a prime number? 8 is 2 cube. Yes or no? What is the base? It's 2. Isn't it? Now the power becomes what? Multiplier. It becomes 3 log 2 to the base 2. Guys, what is log 2 to the base 2? It is 1. So 3 into 1 is 3. The answer for this question is 3. Guys, you can solve the same question in one more way. You can solve the same question in one more way. What is it? It's just that you have to feed this base in your calculator, type 2, press into. Keep on pressing equal until you get 8. Keep on pressing equal until you get 8. Look at the counter number. Counter number is what? 4. Actual power is 3. So the value of this is 3. Straight away you can find it out without having to write anything on the paper. I repeat, whatever is the base that you feed it in the calculator, type 2, press into, keep on pressing equal till when? Until you get this number 8. Right? So counter number is 4, actual power is 3. That's the answer. Have you all understood? As the next question, log of 32 to the base 32 by 4 is equal to, division changes to what? Subtraction. The property log x by log x by y is written as what? Log x minus log y. Therefore, log 32 by 4 is log 32 minus log 4. That means option B is the right answer. Guys, fourth one, log of 1 into 2 into 3. Multiplication changes to what? Addition. That means log 1 plus log 2 plus log 3. Which option is correct? It is option A. Fifth one, value of log 0.0001 is to the base 0.1. So how do you write this mathematically? Log 0.0001 to the base what? 0.1. All that you should be doing is feed this base 0.1 in the calculator, press into, keep on pressing equal until you get what? This value. That means 0.0001. Look at the counter number. The counter number is 5. Actual power is what? 4. Option B is the right answer. Let's moving on to the next question. That is question number 6. 2 log x equal to 4 log 3. Guys, if you want to cancel log on both the sides, first of all, you have to make sure the coefficients are eliminated. How do you eliminate the coefficient? By taking that as a power. 2 log x can be written as what? Log x square, and 4 log 3 can be written as log 3 power 4. Have a look at this. We can cancel log on both the sides. So what are we left out with? X square is 3 power 4. What is 3 power 4, guys? 81. So x square is 81. Now tell me what is x, because we are asked to find the value of what? X. If you want to find the value of x, take the root of it, which is 9. Option B is the right answer. Guys, moving on to the next question. Question number 7. Guys, I said, first of all, you have to feed the base in your calculator. Type root 2. See, how do you find the value of root 2? Type 2, press the root. You get the value of root 2 as, first of all, let me write it. The value of root 2 is 1.4142. Guys, now you have to freshly feed the value 1.4142 in the calculator. 1.4142. Now, keep raising the power. How do you raise the power? Press into, keep pressing equal until what? You get 64. Until you get 64. Keep raising the power. So the counter number it is showing is 13. You get the value 63.99, which is closer to what? 64. Counter number is 13, means actual power is what? 12. One less than that, which is 12. So option A is the right answer. The same way you can solve 8th question as well. How do you write this? First of all, log 1728. 2 root 3 value is what? Type 3, press the root into 2. What is it? 3.4641. Guys, first thing that you should feed freshly is 3.4641. Freshly you have to feed the value, otherwise you cannot keep the counter reference. Press into, keep pressing equal until what? 1728 is obtained. That means you get 1727.99. Counter number is 7. The actual power is what? 6. That means the option C is the right answer. Guys, moving on to the next question. Question number 9. Guys, how do I write this? First of all, log 1 by 81 to the base 9, isn't it? First of all, log 1 by 81 can be written as what? Log 1 minus log 81 to the base what? 9, isn't it? To the base what? 9. Guys, what is log 1 to the base 9? It is 0. And how do I find this value, guys? How do I find this value? Find 9, type 9 in the calculator, press into, keep on pressing equal until you get 81. So counter number is 3, actual power is 2. The result of this is what, guys? Minus 2. Guys, there is no negative value. That means none of this is the right answer. Have you all understood? See, log 1 to base 9 value is what? 0. Log 81 to base 9 value, how do you find? Feed this base in your calculator and raise the power until you get 81. The power is 2. That is what is the result. You understood? Moving on to the next question. Question number 11. Log 2 value is given, log 3 value is given, you are asked to find log 6. Guys, how do I write log 6 in terms of 2 and 3? It can be written as 2 into 3, isn't it? Log 2 into 3. I can split log 2 into 3 as log 2 plus log 3, isn't it? Because multiplication changes to what? Addition. Log 2 value is given as 0.3010 plus log 3 value is given as 0.4771, and the result of this is 0.7781. That means option B is the right answer. Right? Moving on to the next question. Question number 12. Guys, we have solved this question in the regular class, isn't it? So how do you solve it? First of all, the number within the log has to be expressed in the form of what? A prime number. Look at the number within the inner log. It's not a prime number. It is 16. So how do I write 16 in the form of a prime number? It's 2 power 4, isn't it? So 2 power 4 it is. So I am replacing 16 as 2 power 4. Guys, the power associated within log is taken as what? The multiplier. So where will 4 go? Just before the inner log. That means 4 would come over here. But is 4 a prime number? No. How do I write 4? 2 square, isn't it? So only 2 stays there and the power again becomes multiplier. It comes to this place. Yes or no? So 2 comes over here. Now, log 2 to base 2 is what, guys? 1. Log 2 to base 2 is what? 1 again. Log 2 to base 2 is 1. So 1 into 1 into 1. What is it? 1. So option C is the right answer. Is that clear, everybody? Moving on to the next question, the value of log 1 by 3 to the base 9. Guys, how do I find this? Can I write log 1 by 3? Guys, it's basically if I raise the power of this, I will not get 1 by 3, I'll get only more than 9 only. Therefore, we will apply the property of logarithm. Log x by y is log x minus log y. That means log 1 minus log 3. Base for both of them is 9 only. Isn't it? Isn't it? Yes. So log 1 to base 9 is what? 0. Isn't it? Log 1 to base 9 is 0. Now guys, we have what? The values. Guys, we just have to hit the values. So what value of what power I have to raise for 9 so that I'll get 3? Definitely 9 power 1 by 2 is only 9 power 1 by 2 is only 3, because 9 power 1 by 2 means what? Root of 9. So basically this is 0 and this is my 1 by 2. So 0 minus 1 by 2 is minus 1 by 2. That is option A. Of course, you can solve this in one more way. Let me explain that method as well. Everybody, look at this. What is given to us? Log 1 by 3 to the base what? 9. Guys, where is the answer? Answer is in options. Yes or no? You feed 9 in the calculator, right? You feed 9 in the calculator. If I am hitting the first option, what's my first option? Minus 1 by 2. I must be getting what? 1 by 3. Let me see whether I get 1 by 3 or not. Right? First of all, guys, 9 power minus 1 you have to find, because minus 1 by 2 can be written as minus 1 into 1 by 2. So 9 power minus 1 means type 9. How do I take the power minus 1? Taking the power minus 1 means reciprocal of it. Type 9, divide equals. So minus 1 has been taken. Now, power 1 by 2 means what? Root. Take the root. So don't you get the value 0.3333? Even 1 by 3 is also what? 0.3333. That means by optionating, we found that option A itself satisfies. That means minus 1 by 2 is the right answer. Guys, moving on to the next question, that's question number 14. Have a look. You have a single log term on the right hand side, but you have more than one log terms on the left hand side. How do I express the LHS into a single log term? By applying the property. See, log x plus log y is what, guys? Log x into y, isn't it? And on the RHS, we have log of x plus y. So what will happen on both the sides? Log will get eliminated, isn't it? Log will get eliminated. What are we left out with? X into y is equal to x plus y. What are they asking? They are asking us to find the value of y. Guys, there are two y terms over here. Yes or no? One on the left hand side, one on the right hand side. We shall combine the y terms together. So xy. If I send this y here, I'll get minus y. What is left out on the right hand side? It is x, isn't it? What's common in the LHS? It is y. So what remains is x minus 1, and that is equal to what? X. Finally, y is equal to x upon x minus 1. That means option C is the right answer. Is it clear? Moving on to the next question, question number 15. It's similar to question number 12, isn't it? Let's see how you handle it. Yes, first of all, the number within the inner log must be in the form of a prime number. Is 27 a prime number? No. 27 can be written as 3 cube. Power what? 3. So it becomes 3 power 9. So this 27 cube is actually 3 power 9. What stays here? Only 3 stays here. The power 9 comes over here. Yes or no? How do I write 9 in terms of prime number? 3 square. Correct? But the power 2 becomes a multiplier and it comes over to this position. Yes or no? Now tell me, guys, log 3 to base 3 is what? 1. Log 3 to base 3 again it is 1. Log 2 to base 2 again it is 1. So the result of these three log terms is 1. But outer there is 1 log and result is 1 to the base what? 2. What is log 1 to base 2? It is 0. In fact, log 1 to any base is what? 0 only. So option C is the right answer. Guys, let's move on to the next question. Question number 16. Log x to base 2 plus log x to base 4 plus log x to base 16 is equal to 21 by 4. Find the, find the value of x. Everybody, whenever you have more than two log terms and the bases are being what different, we have solved this question. I gave you a shortcut for this. What you do basically, take that log term which has the least base. Which log term has got the least base? Log x to base 2. Yes or no? That we shall take it outside. What remains for the first term? Nothing, because everything we have taken out. So 1 is remaining. From the second term, it's 1 by something. From the third term, it's 1 by something. I'll tell you how to fill it out. And that is equal to what? 21 by 4. Guys, if I want to fill the term within the first brackets, what I need to do is look at the base of the second term. It's 4, isn't it? Now, the base that we have taken out is 2. Tell me, 2 power what is 4? 2 power 2 is 4. Yes or no? So that is what I should be writing within the first brackets. Now, within the second bracket, now tell me what should be the number. Very good, it's 4. How it is 4? Because you have a 16. 2 power what is 16? Guys, why am I talking about 2 power? Because the base that I have taken out is 2. So my base, reference base is 2 only. 2 power what is 16? 2 power 4 is 16. So the number that I should be writing over here is 4. Everybody, take your calculator, solve this first of all within the bracket, send it to the other side and divide. But we don't divide, we convert that into multiplication by doing what? Reciprocal. I mean to say, divide equal into 21 by 4 we have to do. First of all, solve the LHS value. That means 1 m plus 1 by 2 m plus 1 by 4 m plus MRC. We got the result of this. Now we have to take the reciprocal of it and multiply with 21 by 4. How do we take the reciprocal? Divide equal and then multiply with 21 press into 21 divided by 4. And the result is 2.9999, that means 3. So what are we left out with? Log x to base 2 is 3. Just do the conversion over here. See guys, if you convert this log into exponent, what do you get? 2 cube is equal to x. So what is 2 cube guys? 2 cube is 8. So the answer for this question is option A. Is that clear? Yeah. Moving on to the next question. Question number 17. Let's look at this. Given that log 2 to base 10 is x, log 3 to base 10 is y, we need to find the value of log 60. So first of all, you're given the values of log of 2 and log of 3. Now we are asked to find the value of log 60. How do I express 60 in terms of 2 and 3? Very good. It is 2 3s are 6. 6 into what is 60? 60. 6 into 10 is 60. To the base what is? It's 10. Right. Now, multiplication changes to what? Addition. So what is it guys? Log 2 to base 10 plus log 3 to base 10 plus log 10 to base 10. Now tell me, what's log 2 to base 10 given? It is x. What is log 3 to base 10 given? It is y. Plus what is log 10 to base 10? It is 1. And the answer for this question is option B. Let's moving on to the next question, that is question number 18. You're given with log 2 and you're given with log 3. We are asked to find log 1.2. Yes, first of all, this 1.2 is not a whole number. We express 1.2, a decimal value, in terms of a whole number. How do I write 1.2 in terms of a whole number? Can I not write 1.2 as 12 by 10? I can do it. To the base what? 10. Now look at this. Log 12, whatever 12 we have, how do I write 12 in terms of 2 and 3? First of all, 12 is 4 into 3, correct? But 4 can be written as 2 into 2 into what? 2 into 2 is 4, 4 into 3 is 12. So I have splitted this 12 in terms of 2s and 3s. And 10 I need not split, because 10, if you have only log 10 finally, log 10 value is what? 1, isn't it? So we shall keep 10 as it is. To the base what guys? It is 10. Guys, I just did the substitution for 12 as 2 into 2 into 3, and 10 I have kept it as it is. As you know, whatever multiplied within the log, that becomes addition. Whatever divided, that becomes subtraction. Yes or no? Now tell me, first of all, this 2, whatever in the numerator becomes plus, whatever denominator becomes what? Minus. So log 2 will be a positive term to the base 10, plus log 2 will be a positive term to the base 10. Then log 3 again will be a positive term to the base 10. But what happens to this 10? It's in the denominator, it becomes a negative term, minus log 10 to the base 10. Now tell me, what is log 2 to the base 10 given? X. So it's x plus x again, which is 2x, plus log 3 to the base 10 given is y, and log 10 to base 10 is how much? 1. So the result of this is 2x plus y minus 1. Is it clear, everybody? Yes? Of course, you can solve this question in one more way, but it will take one extra step. Let me explain that procedure also. Guys, have a look. Log 1.2 can be written as log 12 to the base 10. Agree? To the base 10. First of all, let me apply the property. Division changes to what? Multiplication. How do I write this? Log 12 to base 10 minus log 10 to base 10. Clear? Now, how do I write log 12? I mean 12 in terms of 2 centuries? How do I write 12 in terms of two centuries? 12 is nothing but 4 into 3. I can write 4 as 2 into 2. Into what? 4 to the base 10. What is log 10 to base 10? It's 1. Correct? Now, multiplication changes to what? Addition. That means log 2 to base 10 plus log 2 to base 10 plus, I'm sorry, this is 3, plus log 3 to base 10 minus 1. So log 2 to base 10 plus log 2 to base 10. First of all, log 2 to base 10 is x. X plus x becomes what? 2x. Log 3 to base 10 is what? Y. Isn't it? Minus 1. And the answer is option C itself. Have you understood? Guys, moving on to the next question. Question number 19. You're given with log x value, you're given with even log y value, you're asked to find log of 10x by y square. Guys, whatever multiplied within the log, that becomes addition, and whatever divided, that becomes what? Subtraction. So log 10 into x becomes what? Log 10 plus log x, isn't it? And divided by y square becomes what? Minus log y square. Is it clear? What is log 10? 1. What is log x given? M plus n. Correct? Minus. Log y square can be written as 2 log y. Isn't it? Now just make the substitution for log y as well. What is log y? M minus. Log y is given to be m minus n. Just do the simplification. 1 plus m plus n minus 2m plus 2n. This results in 1 minus m plus 3n. How come? M minus 2m is minus m, n plus 2n is 3n. That means option A. You understood? Let's moving on to the next question. Question number 20. As you're asked to find the value of this expression. Everybody, can I take this as a power of 5 and write this as log 25 to the base 10? Because 5 square is 25. Plus log 8 to base 10, let me write as it is. Can I take this 1 by 2 as the power of 4? 4 power 1 by 2 is what? Root 4. Root 4 is what? 2. So isn't it log 2 to base 10? Everybody? Now guys, all we need to do is addition becomes multiplication. So 25 into 8, and subtraction becomes division. That means 2 gets divided. Take your calculator. 25 into 8 divided by 2, that gets you 100. Yes or no? This is log 100. Guys, how do I write log 100? Log 10 square, isn't it? Log 10 square can be even written as 2 log 10. What is log 10 value? 1. So 2 into 1 is 2. Option C is the right answer. Clear? Everybody? Let's moving on to the next question. Question number 21. We have solved this same question, but except the log in indices. What was the result of this we got? Guys, it was x, isn't it? So since log is attached prior to it, so obviously the answer is going to be log x. Please refer to the question that we have solved in indices, that is exercise 1c. Same question we had done, but there wasn't a log in that question. Without log, we had got the answer as x. With the log, it becomes log x. You understood? Guys, let's move on to the next question. Question number 22. What is it? Simplified value of this. First of all, the numbers within the log must be in the form of what? Prime numbers. 729, is it a prime number? No. So how do I write 729? Definitely as a power of 3. Type 3, pressing 2, keep pressing equal until you get 729. Counter number is 7. Actual power is what? 6. So 729 I have simplified. Now, within the cube root, we have 9 power minus 1. How do I write 9 power minus 1? 3 square power minus 1 because 9 is 3 square. How do I write 27? 3 cube power and whole power, what is that? Minus 4 by 3. Guys, here it has got a cube root. Yes. How do I write a cube root? Cube root is applicable only for the inner two terms. That's it. It should not be applicable for 729. That means 3 power 6, it is not applicable. So whole power what, guys? 1 by 3. You understood? Cube root is only for these two terms. These two terms, that means these two terms I'm talking about. Is it clear? Everybody look at this. 3 and 3 will get cancelled here. So what are we? And there is a whole power as well for everything. Whole power is what? Fourth root. Fourth root can be written as 1 by 4. For the entire thing, it is fourth root. Have you understood? Now, guys, look at this. It's 3 power 6, 3 power minus 2, 3 power minus 4. So, guys, 3 power minus 2, 3 power minus 4 is 3 power minus 6, but that has a power 1 by 3. Yes, sir. Whole power 1 by 4. Now, look at this. The result of this 3 ones are 3 twos are. So 3 power 6 into 3 power minus 2 whole power 1 by 4 we have. Guys, what is 3 power 6 into 3 power minus 2? It's 3 power 4. Whole power what? 1 by 4. 4 cancels, so you get 3. The result of everything within the log is 3. So when a log is attached prior to it, it becomes what? Log 3. You understood? It is log 3. Guys, moving on to the next question. Question number 23. What is the question? Everybody concentrate here. The value of log a to base b into log b to base c into log c to base a whole power 3 they are asking. Everyone, bases are they same? Definitely no. So we have to apply COB. That means change of base rule. If I do that, what do I get for log a to base b? Log a by log b. Similarly, log b to base c can be written as log b by log c. And log c to base a can be written as log c by log a. Whole power what, guys? 3 it is. Now look, log a and log a will get cancelled. Log c and log c will get cancelled. Log b and log b will get cancelled. You get what? 1 cube. What is 1 cube, guys? 1. So option C is the right answer. Guys, next question, that is question number 24. Guys, similar questions we have already done. So how do I write this mathematically? Log 64 to the base 2 root 2. First of all, find the value of 2 root 2. Type 2, press the root into 2. What's the result of that? 2.8284. So this is what it is. Now, feed this 2.8284 freshly in the calculator. 2.8284. Press into, keep pressing equal until what? You get this 64. Keep on pressing equal until you get 64. That means 63.99 you get, that is equal to 64 only approximately. Now, what's the counter number? 5. What is the actual power? 4. So the answer for this question is option D, none of this. So 24th, there's no option where there is answer where it shows 4. So it should be what? Option D, none of this. Is it clear? Let's last question in this exercise. Question number 25. Look at this question. The value of log 25 to the base 8. The value of what? Log 25 to the base 8. We need to find out. Given what? Only log 2 value. Yes, first of all, how do I write log 25? In terms of 2. I can write this as log 25 by log 8 first of all. Yes, sir. And log 25 can be written as log 100 by 4. Or if it is not striking your mind, you can write 25 in terms of a prime number as what? 5 square. Correct. Log 8 again in terms of prime number. How do I write? Log 2 cube, which is, let me write it, log 2 cube. Now power becomes a multiplier, so it's 2 log 5 and denominator is 3 log 2. Guys, all I have is a substitution for log 2. I don't have a substitution for log 5. Now guys, how do I write log 5 in terms of 2? It's pretty simple. It is 10 by 2 because 10 by 2 is what, guys? 5 divided by 3 log 2. Everybody look at this. Can I write this numerator as 2 outside? Log 10 minus log 2. Because division changes to what? Subtraction. Isn't it? Divided by 3 log 2. Everybody, how do you solve this? First of all, solve the numerator within the bracket. Log 10 value is 1 minus log 2 value is given to be what? 0.3010 divided by, first you divide 3, again divided by, press the divide by button. Log 2 value is what? 0.3010 and that fetches you the value, and there is into 2 in the numerator, so into 2 you do, that fetches you the value 1.54817. so nearer answer is 1.5482. so option C is the right answer. Hope it is clear, right? Guys, you're given with log 2 value, you're asked to find log 25 to the base 8, right? Log 25 to the base 8. Now, other method that you can solve is 8 power what is 25, we'll have to check. 8 power what is 25, you'll have to check. So definitely it's not 8 power 1. 8 power 2 is what? 8 power 2 is 64. So 8 power 1.5482, whether is it 64, we have to check. 8 power 1.5482. Guys, you know how to raise the power of a number to a decimal value. How? Feed the base 8, press the square root how many times? 12 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then what? Minus 1. Then what? Into the power 1.5482. Then add 1. Then into equal to how many times, guys? 12 times. Press into in the left hand and equal to on the in the right hand. I mean, left thumb, use the left thumb to press into, use the right thumb to press equal. Together, how many times? 12 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 25.00169 you are getting. That means approximately 25. I shall repeat it once again. Without having to write also, you can do this. How it is? Type 8 in the calculator, because 8 power what is 25, we have to check. That power is in the options only. 8 power 1 definitely not 25. 8 power 2 is also not 25. 8 power 1.5482, whether will it give 25, we have to check. Now how do you check? Type 8, press the square root how many times? 12 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then do what? Minus 1. Then do what? Into the power. Into 1.5482. Then add 1. Then what you do? Into equal how many times? 12 times. Into equal 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it is 25.0019. That means approximately 25. So option C is the right answer. Hope it is clear. All right. Thanks for watching.